longest serving online community of software developer in sub-Saharan Africa. It covers a free research and
How do
breakdown
we
by
do
its
this?
So easy. It's not easy.
Wait.
Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Thanks, guys. Okay. Wow. All right. Morning, everyone. Oh my God. Afternoon already. Sorry. I'm still booting. Okay. Just actually, I just used. All right. Okay. Afternoon, guys. Yeah. So I'll be speaking on intro to zk-EVMs. Just a slight, like they changed like the topic because um, we'll still be going to zk-EVMs, but now I just want to look at like DeFi itself and then use cases beyond DeFi, and then just so this is going to be like a very introductory, uh, like presentation into what zk-EVMs are. Nothing technical, nothing fancy. Just for people to get like an understanding. I know people in the room. Some of you are developers already. You guys probably know what ZKPs or what zk-VMs are already. But just was like just like a basic introduction into what zk-VMs do and the rest of it. So the topic is demystifying zk-VMs beyond transparent transactions, the power of zk-VMs in DeFi. So a little about me. Like the intro, I'm Seun Awoyele, Chief Product Person at Stenite Labs. Stenite Labs is building an app called Stenite. What Stenite does is actually allowing people save together with friends on chain using stable coins. And one of like the end goals for us is to use that to build on chain reputation and then help people actually like build reputation on chain. So you can follow Stenite on X or Twitter, Stenite_labs, and just like stay tuned. We're still in like closed like beta right now, so we don't launch publicly yet, but when we do, we'll probably be announcing that on X. So introduction into zk-EVMs and their importance in enhancing privacy and scalability and blockchain networks. That's like a mouthful, but basically, in this presentation, what we'll be exploring, I'll be looking at the concept of zk-EVMs. I know we've had like, and I think Olayinka did a very fantastic job, into the intro of zk itself. But now, and he wasn't able to spend as much time on zk-EVMs. I hope I'll be able to do a better job of like explaining what zk-EVMs actually do, and just like so. But basically, the idea is introducing everybody to the world of zk-EVMs, and then how it enhances our privacy and scalability on blockchain networks, combining zero loyalty proofs and the Ethereum virtual machine, to help us create better decentralized or scalable platforms. So, what are zero knowledge proofs? I think I like your definition, in the style. So basically just proves, exactly. But I mean the long definition, they play a crucial role in zk-EVMs, because these proofs allow for verification of a statement without disclosing any additional information. You understand? And in the context of zk-EVMs, zero knowledge proofs enable the validation of transactions, smart contract logic, and other computations without revealing sensitive data. In essence, what that means is, right now, today, in the world of DeFi, whenever you're performing transactions, you need to sort of give out so many things. You get, for example, you're giving out your address already. You understand? You're interacting with another smart contract. You are depositing. Most times, your like me now, your address already comes with your ENS name. You understand? So now today, if Vitalik transfers $1 million, the whole world will be like, why is Vitalik transferring $1 million? Before, before now, I remember back in the day, I think around 2020, 2019, Vitalik used to, what he does is he uses Tornado Cash. So you just see that 1.2 million goes into a contract, and then that's it. And then you just realize that at the end of the day, you just be seeing 100K coming out on the other side of it. You don't know where it's going to. So that was what Vitalik was trying to do. He wanted to make sure that he could donate to different causes without actually, disclosing who is giving out the money to. But today, now, it's very difficult. So, I mean, there was a time whereby a project, I can't remember the token now, they sent him like 500 million tokens to his wallet. I can't remember the token now, but the token was just there sitting down in his wallet. And then all of a sudden, it became very valuable. I think it became as valuable as probably close to about $5-10 million or so overnight. You get, and everyone was like, "Whoa, Vitalik owns half of this entire network," and then it became, what would Vitalik do? So it became like this big deal. And you know what he just did? I think he transferred everything to like a burner address or so and burnt it off. You get, so what private in a privacy enhancing world, you probably need to have done all of that if they didn't know his address and know all of that. So that's exactly some like the things that zk-EVMs allow us to do. So this means that users can prove correctness of their transactions, validity of their identities without disclosing unnecessary information. Zero knowledge proofs provide a powerful tool for enhancing privacy while maintaining integrity of the blockchain networks. So what are Ethereum virtual machines, EVMs? EVMs are the execution engines for smart contracts on the Ethereum blockchain. EVMs enable processing and execution of smart contracts, facilitating decentralized functionality on the Ethereum network. So basically, I mean, I like to explain that in simple terms. The way the Ethereum, and this way I always fail because I don't know how to do Eli 5 very well. I don't know if anybody knows the concept of Eli 5 here. Anybody? Eli 5? Okay. Eli 5. God bless you, exactly. So explain like I'm 5. So I often fail with that because sometimes when you're thinking of something very complex, you have to sort of like think of how you can break it down to like a small, like level of like a small boy or like a small child. If I want to like 5 Ethereum virtual machines today, I'm start thinking in my head like how do I do that? But I think everybody here kind of understands like what like a virtual what a machine is and what a virtual machine is. The only problem, the only issue where you might have and the problem is like, okay, what's Ethereum? Uh, and I'm thinking at least half of the room here should know what Ethereum is, at the very least. You understand? Now, where there's a little confusion is some people think of Ethereum as only the token, and that's fine. It's okay, you get. And then for we developers, we know it as the blockchain itself. You understand? And where things actually happen. And so, if you're still in the realm of thinking of things as just tokens alone, welcome to the world where people are actually building things on top of the blockchain. So Ethereum itself is more or less like a P2P network, instead of computers all around the world scattered, and the Ethereum virtual machine actually lives on that network. You understand, and it's validating transactions, and as you're swapping tokens, you're buying monkey NFTs and doing all of that data is being stored on that network. And so the virtual machine that resides on that network is the one responsible for actually validating all of those transactions and making sure that the records that that I have, the records that Olayinka has, you understand, is all the same and it's not being manipulated. So whether he's in Hong Kong or whether he's in Lagos or whatever it is, the data remains the same and is validated across the entire blockchain. So by combining the power of EVMs with zero knowledge proofs, you understand, zk-EVMs bring forth a new level of privacy and scalability to the Ethereum ecosystem. So what are zk-EVMs essentially? So zero knowledge Ethereum virtual machines are groundbreaking technology that merges zero knowledge proofs and the Ethereum virtual machines together. And so, while we say ZK proofs allow us verification of statements without revealing external information, we all know what EVM does now. And so, if you look at this simple diagram that I put there, it's a bit technical, but I think it's quite easy to follow. You see that the zero knowledge virtual machine is the one like in the center, right there. And what it's doing is taking in all of the regular data you put in today, and then at the end, it's just showing you what you need to just basically know at the other side. So just the proof and the final statement commit. That's all that is needed. Every other thing are stuff that you're bringing into this virtual machine. So you can see the initiative commitment, it's probably an address or something. So you can bring in your own address, and then the final the final state commitment doesn't even need to show your own address. Just be it could be another address that just basically shields your identity away from the one that you actually used in the first place. So a good example of this is you perform a transaction, and then instead of it showing that this actually came from your address or your ENS, it will just show that the transaction actually happened. But then again, this is like the blob, or this is like the ash for the transaction actually taking place. It doesn't need to disclose that it was shown that I actually did it or whatever, but it actually took place. There's a proof for it that it actually happened. So we have program commitments too as well, and then we have witness. So all of these things are called, they are witnesses, and then everything just goes into the virtual machine, and the virtual machine does its job. So in simple terms, that's what it just does. So I think this is like pretty straightforward. I think I did a good job of trying to explain what EVMs do. But then again, if you guys don't understand, at the last part of this presentation, it's time for questions. So benefits of zk-EVMs. Um, Vitalik's diagram is like the best way to explain this thing to be. And like, I know you guys can't see it, but I think Olayinka sort of give where you can find it. So just, if you Google Vitalik and Google zk-EVM types, you probably find it. And then it just basically gives us like an example, like the step-by-step types of zk-EVMs that we have and their benefits. So like I mentioned before, and I'm writing on him because he has started the work already. To be honest, so we have type one zk-EVMs, which like mirror closely what we have on the Ethereum blockchain today. So as a developer, if you've written code, if you've built whatever it is you've written, a smart contract or whatever it is, just carry all of that, and then you migrate it into a zk-EVM, and then it will just work as fine as it is. We have type 2 zk-EVMs that probably just need a bit of tweaking, some tooling there and there, and then it would work as usual. And then we have 2.52 as well, and we have 3, and we have 4, all the way down. So from 1 to 4, and all of them have like varying like levels of like tweaks or difficulties that you need to sort of like adjust your parameters, sort of get things working properly in the ZK environment. But to be honest, personally, I'm looking forward to the type ones. Why? Because for me, it just makes things seamless. You understand? And we can just carry all what we have today on the Ethereum blockchain and just take it over to ZK. And I like the benefit of ZK VMs is number one, privacy, and two, scalability. So, if you look at this, firstly, they enhance privacy by allowing the execution of transactions and smart contracts in a privacy-preserving manner. Like I mentioned in the initial slide, you can come with your own address, and then at the end of the day, it just shows that, look, this actually happened. None of this stuff is tied to you. And then sensitive information can remain hidden from the public blockchain. Secondly, zk-EVMs address scalability challenges by reducing computational overhead. I think he did a good example as well. So, for example, now we want to bring games on chain, and we know how very complex games can be. They are actually like very complex stuff. Now, you don't want to use the machines living on the Ethereum network to process all of those transactions. I think the Ethereum machine presses 30 transactions per second today. That's like in the world of PayPal and this thing. That's like very very slow. Like it's unbelievably slow. You can't even try that. You get. So what we do is all of that. You give an analogy of a 75-year-old man and a young man. I would say you put it in this context of, let me see now. You know what? So if you want to complete a transaction today and you need to do it faster and do it quickly, today, let me just give like a real example. Today, if I want to do a search for what match should be showing maybe in the Premier League or whatever it is, in the past I'll probably use DuckDuckGo. You start to search to probably give me a link, and then I'm gonna look at the link, and then link will now say these are the fixtures for today and everything. Yeah, and I do all of that. Today I use something called Perplexity. And I just tell me what matches are playing today, and then it just gives me a list instantly. Like all of that computing, like it's been done already, and then just giving me like the results. You understand? So that's something like that applies to me today that I actually use. And in bringing it back into the world of blockchain, is almost like we can abstract away all of the complexities of actually making a game work, and it's being done somewhere by another server or by another thing entirely, and then you're just bringing in whatever results come from that, and then just settling on the. So, for example, we'll call the Ethereum mainnet the settlement chain where everything settles eventually. That's what Ethereum does today. Lastly, zk-EVMs maintain the security and integrity of the network by ensuring that the validity of transactions, like I said, are smart contracts, even without revealing specific details. I don't know how clear this image is. Can you guys see it clearly? Is it better now? Hold on. Okay, good. Can anybody see this image clearly? Good. There's a bit of airdrop alpha there, but let's just focus on the one that is important. So I took this image from a research platform, research publication called Treehouse, and it's just giving us like the types of zk EVMs that we have today. You can see we have Polygon, we have zk Sync, we have Starknet, we have Scroll, and then we have Tycho, and it's showing us the different types of compatibility with current EVM as it is today. You can see that Tycho is like the number one because it's fully compatible with Ethereum today as it is. So carry whatever it is you have, migrate over to Tycho, and you're good to go. Scroll, I know you said it's a roll up, you understand, but they actually do have an EVM as well. So you can actually like build like your own project on like Scroll. However, you can't just carry whatever you have on Ethereum into Scroll. You have to basically find like make some tweaks. I don't know because I haven't done anything like that on Scroll. But basically, if you want to move whatever it is you have on the Ethereum blockchain today to Scroll, you will definitely have to make some tweaks because it's a Type 2 zk-EVM. We have Starknet. For those who are following airdrop rumors, you know that Starknet just released their airdrop. And Starknet is actually Type 4, like there's a list. So, I mean, if you use Starknet before, my God, it's complex. You get like Starknet is like complex because every single transaction, everything is like it's almost. I don't like using that chain to be like, I can't even lie. I don't like using that chain. But it just gives you like an idea, a glimpse into what like privacy should look like on the blockchain. Starknet is a Type 4 zk-EVM. We have Polygon zk-EVM as well. I think they've already launched, and it's quite simple too as well. It's not as complex as Starknet, but Polygon zk-EVM just gives you it's basically built on. So what they are doing now is separate from the rollup that they have, and then what they're trying to now do is basically just bring in privacy. I didn't mention linear here, but just this guy looking at me like, what's going on here? Anyway, we have Polygon and we also have zk Sync. What I would just advise everyone to do here is like look at these projects, just go around and play with them as a regular user, to be honest. And you can make money off it. That's the sweet part I like about the block. You see, the blockchain is so interesting, just that you don't even need to know anything, but it'll just dash you free money. That's why I just like the blockchain. Like you just go, you read, and because you used and you read and you read, they just dash you like $100 or dash you like $50 because you came to home and read and use. It's one of the blessings of life that I can never understand till tomorrow. But it just happens. Maybe at some point it will stop. But for today, it's still existing and it works. And whenever people ask me when I was getting to crypto, I just tell them, go and just start testing. You get like open your laptop, get MetaMask or whatever wallet it is, Sure, there are most of the traders on Twitter are Nigerians. They just use different complex names. All of them are mostly Nigerians. Each of them are Nigerians, to be honest. You get, because there's no Nigerian guy who don't like free money. You get, so they are all Nigerian people. You better like this guy, how far are you there? Bolowa. That Lauren, you there be at Lagos. They go answer you. You understand? So please and please Google these things. You understand? Look at, even if you don't want to learn, just collect free money. It's good. Don't shy away from it. You understand? And it's so when you use it actually, because things start out fringe and then it becomes mainstream. I remember in 2008 when I first used Spotify, it was fringe. Spotify, like people were like, wait, you want to be streaming music and be wasting my data? You must be insane. How? How would that work? All my friends, if you want to listen to songs, it's inside CD. We have everything. We would dub it and put it inside CDs back then. You understand? I will pack everything. So we have all of the blues, all of the reggae, all of the hip hop, everything was inside. So we have different discs for it. So when you tell people there's Spotify now, you can listen to Spotify. You can people tell you no, Spotify care. No, who's using that one? Please, oh, nobody's using that one. No, you get. So I'm looking back at 2008 when I first used Spotify, and I'm looking at today, and today Spotify is like just it's something I just tap on my phone. I'm just listening to music, and I'm like, I've forgotten that at one point it was strange to actually use Spotify, because Spotify now and Apple Music is today like a norm. So why am I going to with this? zk-EVMs today sound fringe, sound like who go even use this thing? But 13 years from now, 11 years from now, you find yourself saying, oh, okay, oh, I'm doing a transaction. Oh. You might not even know that it's zk-EVM you are using, but you just find out that you're actually using the blockchain to carry out transactions by yourself. So you're paying for stuff, for the train tickets, you're paying for school, you're paying school fees, or you're paying your taxis, or whatever it is. And you find out that you're doing it on like a blockchain stuff, and you're wondering, how did we go from there to here? So please just take a look at it. These things make life easy, to be honest, and then just play around. They're actually very sound projects, and then what they're helping us do is, because right now today the blockchain is really really not private. Like everything I do on chain is public. It's so bad. Somebody reached out to me through an app because they've seen all my transactions on the blockchain and said, "I'll pay you $25 to do something." And I'm like, is this guy mad? But the guy has seen my address already. He knows how much is inside there. You get, so if I've given it myself already. You get, so the guy knows, and the guy actually paid $25. He paid it. You get. I'm like, this guy must be mad. You get, but it's because today the blockchain is not exactly private. But with things like this in future, you can do a lot of private transactions and you still get your stuff done. I think that's that about that. Hold on. So applications of zk-EVMs, privacy preserving DeFi. Like I said, I think I mentioned this like quite a lot today. zk-EVMs allow us to have practical implications in the realm of decentralized finance. With zk-EVMs, DeFi applications can ensure there's privacy for its users. Transactions and smart contracts executed on zk-EVMs can be validated without revealing sensitive information to the general public. Like this is something for me is a major pain point, to be honest, because you want to sort of deposit on Compound or on Aave or swap on Uniswap, and everybody knows that you're swapping 20K. You understand, to buy something like that. All of that should leave us behind. I think this is the future, because now, I mean, today if you're transferring 20K to your guy, nobody knows now. You get, it's between you and the bank. So why can't we have that one on the blockchain? Why should everybody know that I'm transferring 1 million to somebody else? That should actually change. So this is what zk-EVMs allow us to do. Supply chain management. So we are going beyond the realm of DeFi now. Like what else can actually happen with zk-EVMs? Like I said, we are going from things that are fringe today to things that will be norm tomorrow. And I like events like this, because events whereby we are less than 100 in a room, shows me that there's potential in this stuff. I remember the very first time they introduced Bitcoin to a group of people in San Francisco. They were less than 40 in that room. And all 40 of them now today are like serious millionaires and billionaires. Literally. You know why? They were in the room when they started. They were literally in the room. They didn't even have to do anything. They were just in the room. They were there. They were out of their curiosity, out of their minds. They were there. And because they were curious enough, people brought them into other events and then they became rich. You get. So sometimes you find yourself in rooms like this and you're asking yourself, why am I here? What I'm doing, it does it matter in the long run? Am I going to eventually? I was in my last meetup and I told everybody, I said everybody here is going to be a millionaire, but you just don't know it yet. If you're not already a millionaire, well, you already are, but you just don't know it yet. So these things are actually life changing because it takes you from 0 to 1, literally. And beyond all of the hype, beyond all of the speculation that we see today in crypto, it's actually like the future, to be honest. If I don't believe in this thing, I won't even be doing it, to be honest. I won't even be doing it. But this thing is that's taking me from the realm of looking at things in a very obscure manner to saying, look, this is where we are today. This is where we'll probably be tomorrow. And I've given the example of Spotify. I can give other examples too as well with cars. In 2004, 2000, 1999, 1998, most people were still driving manual cars in Nigeria. You understand? Um, if you tell someone to buy an automatic car back then, they'll tell you no. Automatic no. You know if you put down for neutral low. You just exactly. If you think break down, no buy ammo. Today now, every car you see is probably an automatic vehicle. You understand? And we are talking of Teslas now and self-driving cars already. Like you just sit down in the car literally and it's taking you from point A to point B. Like that's where we are. Like our kids will not even learn how to drive. That's how insane it is. Like they won't even need to bother. Like you be saying, "Oh yes, press the throttle and be going, change it from park." They'll be like, "Daddy, what's that?" Like I just tell the car, take me. Like I'm going to the mall, just like take me to the mall straight, and it's going there. You get. So that's another example. So I want to now picture yourself in this realm, the blockchain right now. Like I myself, I don't even know where we're going to be. I can't even tell you what the future is like, but I know it's going to be very good. Why? Because I've seen what the possibilities are currently today. So supply chain management, leveraging zero knowledge proofs for those things. Companies can verify the existence of product. Imagine today if you want to verify if a malaria drug is fake without actually having to contact NAFDAC. That's what I'm talking about. You get like they sold you a car. They sold me a car, and I thought that car was stolen. Aha! They sold me a car once. I thought that the car was stolen, and I didn't find out immediately. I had to find out after doing a lot of Google search, googling the VIN, doing everything, find out how they brought it into Nigeria. Imagine if on the purchase of that car, I just did like a simple verification method, and I knew instantly there was. So most of the Range Rovers in this country are stolen. Most people don't even know. Most of the Range Rovers in this country, I see people drive up and down. They are stolen vehicles. Stolen, literally. This is not. There's no secret about it. Car dealers know it. They know this. It's not a secret anymore. But with things like this, you can verify. You can help yourself without having to know much about many people. If I ask many people about cars in this room, they can't tell me much. Maybe few of us know about cars. But if you're buying your car for the very first time, you won't know all of these things because why? You're none the wise. But the car dealer, those guys are rogues. They do whatever they want to do and then they sell it and put the burden on you. So just imagine if you could do all of that with the blockchain. That's what I'm talking about. That's the possibility of what can actually happen. Um, Identity management. So today, you know, you want to verify who you are on chain, so verify who you are in real life. I know I'm taking too much time, but let me just really wrap up. I'm almost done. So identity management set can benefit from zk-EVMs, privacy features. zk-EVMs enable individuals to prove their identities or attributes without revealing unnecessary personal information and all this KYC process. So I mean, KYC. I don't suffer for KYC, to be honest. I can't even lie. You understand? I remember signing up for Binance 2018 or 2019 or 2017. I can't remember which year now. They told me I should give them my date of birth, give them my phone number, give them my email address. After all of that, Binance told me to take a photo of myself smiling and put my date on my chest. I was like, just come out to Nigeria and tell me to give you my blood. You get? So that is the complex process you need to do today to verify that you are a human being. Just imagine, you know, if you have given them everything, you can just kidnap me if you want at this point, to be honest. I've given you everything about my life. In the future, I want to verify that this guy is a Nigerian, he's of age, he's 18 years and above, and he has the ability to trade tokens. It should not be that complex now. Should it? No. With zk-EVMs, we can do all of that. You provide the information to a private server, a zk-EVM, and it spews that the relevant information to the app or whatever it is that needs to verify you, and it's all done. You don't have to give them your life story. You don't have to know how much you have in your account balance. I remember, some people have faced, I don't know who has faced you before, whereby you want to withdraw and they tell you to go and bring proof of funds. I don't know if everybody has gone through that stress before. Everybody has seen that before. It happens today. Somebody deposited money into Binance, wanted to withdraw his money. I asked him to come bring proof of funds. And guys like, proof of funds, okay. I made money, I trade down, money turned to thousands of dollars. Telling me I got proof of for this is literally stealing now. So all of that today is complex, but with zk-EVMs, you can prove who you are, whether that you're not a fraudster or anything, and then you can move on with your life. So these are like the simple things that I love zk-EVMs allow you do. Voting systems. This one is very important. INEC, you understand? Aha. So all of those, we are uploading a paper to one server. If they never upload a presidential election, that one server no allow them go. Bye bye. Why? zk-EVMs makes it very transparent without actually revealing so much details about who wrote it, who is signing it. Everything is cryptographically proven. This thing is pure mathematics. You can't cheat maths. That's about it. You can do mago for human being, but you can't do mago for zk-EVMs or for crypto stuff. It's all proven. It's like this: 2 + 2 must equal 4. So if you go and concoct your own results somewhere else and bring it back, and we work it back, and we see that 2 + 2 is not equal to 4, what happens? It's invalid. No need for court case. No need to go to court for anything. Maths has solved the problem. So we are literally going from that stage to what? To the future. But we need to carry everybody along. That's why I said everybody in this room right now, you guys don't know how blessed you are. That you actually even that you came out to actually learn this stuff today. You already even know it. It's because you are interested in the future. You won't know what happens here from now. So zk-EVMs ensure that votes are accurately counted, recorded, while maintaining the anonymity and privacy of the voters. So then you start saying, oh, did somebody vote? Did Seun vote? Did Bayo vote? Nah. This vote has been casted. Was it done by a human being? Yes. Is human being dead? No. Human being alive? Yes. Is the vote properly captured? Yes. You don't need to know whether it was Bode or whether it was Bola that actually did it. We know that a Nigerian who is of age, who is qualified, has voted, and nobody can dispute it. And if you want to walk it back, you can see the example that Oleka gave of Waldo. He walked us back to how Waldo was found. So you know that, okay, well, Waldo is actually in the picture, but you don't need to know where Waldo actually is. But he was actually he was there. Exactly. So that's it. Auditability and compliance. Basically, if you want to do all this today, it's very complex. You understand? But with zk-EVMs, it allows us to do all of that simply without so much complexity. You get, so zk is a powerful tool for auditability and compliance in various industries by enabling auditors to verify the practice and compliance of smart contracts without necessarily underlying sensitive data. So zk-EVMs enhance the transparency and accountability. This can be beneficial in industries such as finance, healthcare, where regulation, compliance, and data privacy are paramount. Imagine today, moving from hospital to hospital. For example, you go to one hospital, they tell you go to last suit. From that, they tell you go to another one. All of that can be removed and shared away. Why? Because once you have the ability to take on your data by yourself, anybody can verify it anywhere. So whether you're in last suit today, whether you're in a private hospital tomorrow, or whatever it is, once you have your like all of your data, maybe on your phone or whatever it is, can verify anywhere. That's say, oh, it came from Baba King, whatever, or it came from this thing. It's all in one place and it's verifiable without revealing so much about you, whether you have cancer in your family or you have breast cancer. All that doesn't need to be known. All that needs to be known is this person is not feeling fine. This is what happens to the person. The person needs to be taken care of. This is the history, and then it doesn't reveal any name, doesn't reveal any son name, just like this is a human being that's not feeling fine. So I think all of these are things that eventually we'll start to see. The journey just started now. zk-EVMs in terms of being created started probably like we just started about maybe about 5-10 years ago, to be honest. But today now it's becoming practical, and gradually, as slowly as we move into the future, you know, there's AI now. There's a lot of things going on in this industry. It will become better. Um, Finally, future developments and conclusion. So zk-EVMs are emerging technology and their practical applications are still evolving. Like I said, still evolving. We still like it's still day one, to be honest. Very, very day one here in this industry. Ongoing research and development efforts aims to further enhance the privacy, scalability, and performance of zk-EVMs. As technology matures, we can expect to see more innovative use cases and widespread adoption. So basically, I myself don't even know what will happen next from here, but I'm excited about the future. I can't imagine because I mean I'm giving you examples of where we were in 2008, 2009, and where we are now. Look at smartphones, for example. You get. I remember when the iPhone first of all came out, people were like, I'll be typing on the touch screen. No, no, When I have my Nokia and I just be typing my 1, 2, 3, 4, JJL. Today, everybody in this room is using a touch screen phone. How did we get from there? That was 2008, literally 16 years ago. 16, just think about it. 16 years ago, we were complaining about not being able to touch our screen. Today, we are using it like as if nobody cares anymore. That's the future. So what I've seen is that human beings in general, we underestimate long term and overestimate short term. You get. So let's not get carried away. Let's not think that this thing would actually happen like tomorrow. It's actually like stuff of the future, and we are all going along with it. So voting systems, supply chain management, identity management, and more, and stuff and such things are actually possible with zk-EVMs. So thank you guys for listening. If there are any questions, happy to take them. And if they are not, thank you all. Mike, please. Okay, sorry. Please go ahead. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, 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 yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Scheme of. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yup, very niche. Yup. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yup. It's still okay. I think I get your question. So right now, like these are things actually for like things have like an evolving nature generally. Um, in crypto right now, the narrative is it's a scam because what's more prevalent when people talk about crypto is how they got scammed. Hopefully, that narrative changes over time. In short, it's so bad. I don't tell people I'm in crypto. I don't mention it at all because you've already it's prejudice. You've already judged me by me just telling you. So anything I want to tell you, if you're not ready to change your mind, you're just going to make it an assumption already. You get. So your question is today, right now, can we use this technology to do stuff and change stuff in the immediate? The answer is no. However, that doesn't mean that we cannot start that process. Like I said, everybody in this room today now knows what ZK proofs are, zk-EVMs, and they know the possibilities of what it can actually do. They might not know it in granular details, but they know that look, somebody is already working on the future, and my future is already assured, kind of already. However, we have to work our way there gradually. How do we work our way there? Like I said before, I gave a comment earlier. I said we need to make sure that we embrace the culture of sharing with other people and explain to them. See how I was able to explain something to you. I said you love how I finish simply. It's because it's something that I want to make sure that I do whenever I'm with people who don't have very technical understanding of what I'm saying is, and I try to bring in real life examples from different sources so you can relate to the message. You can see what I'm trying to let you know. Everybody in probably in government or whatever it is, they are bothered with other things. Like you say in Yoruba, and talk about Konlumo. You understand? Now, person with the matter concern, na sabi. So right now, we are the ones that know that look, this is, and I'm glad because everybody, I don't think anybody here is above the age of 45, to be honest. You get? So we are literally the future, to be honest. So we can start. Somebody among us here in the next 10 years will be a senator. Somebody among us will probably be Senate president, or will probably be the president, or probably be a governor of a state. Look, if you are doubting me, go and look at the history of the current governors today, and you'll be amazed. Sanwo-Olu was like a consultant as far back as 2014 for Lagos State government. Sanwo-Olu, that is a governor today, he was doing presentations, was presenting up and down. He never knew he would become governor today. You understand? Shetima never knew he would become VP. He was the governor of Borno. You understand? He probably met Tinubu sometime. They did some programs together, and today he's VP of Nigeria. I guess my point. Like, what I'm just trying to let you know is that a lot of things start from very small, minute steps that you don't even think will lead to anything. My journey in crypto started from speculating. I wasn't interested in the technology. I just heard that one guy on the internet bought pizza with Bitcoin. And today the value is about 100K. I was like, who is that fool? You understand? You get? And that was I said, okay, this Bitcoin, I have to buy it too. How do I get it? And I called one of my guests, we have one guy, Bros Wale, he's the one, he knows all this. Really, please tell Bros Wale I want to buy. That was it. And I bought the Bitcoin. I bought it for around 10,000 naira. And then one day, September, told me, Bitcoin has risen. I said, I went to my blockchain wallet. I just saw, I said, Jesus, wow. Speculation. That's how it started for me. So, bringing the point back home, we need to make sure that we engage these people. You understand? I remember when I became like this with INEC issues, because I knew the problem was in short. I knew someone that actually worked with INEC that built this system for the last elections. I knew the person, right? I had to ask him. I said, I can't imagine what you are going through, but just tell me this, like, all of these things that we are saying, is it that it's difficult for INEC to do? He said, no. The problem is political will, political class. They will not allow you fly. There are a lot of things. Do you know that today there's no law that backs we voting electronically or digitally in the country today? It's not there. If you want to change that, we need to allow the laws to happen. We can do it, but that will have to be there. So it's a long step. I hope that if, for example, now all of us cannot japa. You understand? Between 2022, and today, The number of people that jackpot is not more than like 60K. Trust me. We are more than 200 million in Nigeria. So 60K people to 200 million is like a dot in the plot in the thing. So everybody cannot jackpot. So just know that you'll probably be here for a good time. Unless you are if you have plans to jackpot, no wahala. But this country will still change whether or not you like it. I don't want to take too much time. Any other question? Oh, you have another one? Mm-hmm. 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 So what I think is because all of these things have been abstracted away, it will be easier for more people to actually like build stuff. Because look at all of this stuff. It's just the technical part. But this is not what we hear in the mainstream. You get my point? Look at Flutterwave, for example. I was privileged to be part of like to understand it, like see the team that actually started Flutterwave in the beginning, 2016. And it was mostly about like the tech and working with like NIBs and everything and making it possible and the MasterCard and the Visa. But today that's not what you hear. What you hear is Alpha Tau is valued at this amount and this is the person and you get so the tech, once a lot of those things have been like solved and shied away, trust me, it will be easier for more people who have brilliant ideas with products to build on top of it. Look at AI today, for example. Now, in short, most of my